What is going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and as I do every Monday, my fellow agents, today I'm going to take a few moments, go over a few things going on in the game this week, and as always, answer some of the questions you have sent the channel. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. You know we have giveaways, and I will save that information until the end of the video and jump right into the details. So first of all, you can see as of my recording this video, we have 17 hours and 55 minutes left of the Mitchell League, so if you want to complete that, today is your last day to do so. Now, one friendly reminder, for the next 5 weeks straight, we have non-stop global events. You can see we have one more week of Reanimated. When that ends, we have 2 weeks of Shade Exposed, and then 2 weeks of Golden Bullet. Now, that is going to take us to Year 5 Season 2, which as of this moment is about 5 or so weeks away. Now, the game has not given us any real confirmation on an exact start date, but as always, once I have that information, I will pass it along. At this point, we know that Year 5 Season 2 is scheduled to begin in October. If I'm looking at my calendar, I'm going to guess maybe around October 10th. We'll see what happens. Now, that also means we will be getting a PTS between now and then. However, in my opinion, I do not think that is going to happen this week, only because we do have the launch of Starfield. I'm hoping that we do get information within the next 7 days or so on when we can expect it, and once again, once I have that info, I will bring it to you. At this point, my friends, we're going to switch gears and jump to the known issues board. Now, there really haven't been any changes on it whatsoever, but I do want to address a few questions that you sent the channel over the weekend, and this was based on a few builds I recently put out. The first of which being a sniper build in which I was using the Determined talent, and many of you were asking if they are going to tweak this talent. The answer is yes. And as you can see on the screen, the Determined talent allows for chaining of body shots to activate the talent, and that is not supposed to happen. Now, the reason there is confusion is because that was supposed to have been fixed a while back, or adjusted I should say. It never took place, so it's still been functioning the same way since it came out. That is something they are going to change, so definitely keep a lookout for that. The next thing we're getting into has to do with the Unbreakable talent, as I posted a build video yesterday using it, and a lot of people were saying that it wasn't working. It is working now. I tested it out multiple times. Both the regular version and the perfect version seem to be totally good to go. However, if you happen to still be having issues with those talents, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see if I can get you some answers and hopefully figure out what's going on. Now, at this point in the video, there really isn't too much more to update you on. However, I would like to take a few moments and just give you my thoughts on things I really hope we see soon in the game, and we're going to start off with a message that Palle Hofstein put out a few days back. Now, for those of you that may not know, he's a producer and artist over at The Division, and you can see he made the following comment. He said, "Looking forward to our game's next couple of updates. We're big enough to keep being funded, but small enough to get a ton of freedom." Now, in my opinion, and please let me know what you think, this is exactly the type of information I like to hear from people who are working on the game, because it gives you hope that things are actually moving in the right direction. I mean, we still are waiting for the timeline the game has promised last week, and hopefully we do get that soon. And when I say the word timeline, I'm talking about the Year 5 roadmap, because the last one obviously is scrapped. We know that seasons now are being extended 1 month, which means every season is going to be 4 months instead of 3. But it is my sincere hope, my fellow agents, that with them adding that additional time to the seasons, it actually gives us the possibility to stick on a schedule moving forward, because I know for a lot of people out there, including myself, including you, and including the team who works on the game, no one wants to see these delays continue. No one's happy about this stuff. I mean, I would have to go back and do research and try to figure out when the last thing that was promised was actually on time, and once again, my sincere hope is that these seasons being extended finally get us to a place where we are not dealing with these delays on a regular basis. Now, last but not least today, I'd like to go over a few things that I'm going to be doing in the game between now and Year 5 Season 2, and the main thing is going to be focusing on certain builds that I want to perfect. I mean, we all know there are certain things we have in our, inventory, things like that are almost perfect, but not quite there. I want to make sure I really dot the I's and cross the T's with certain builds. I'll be bringing you more videos in regard to farming and beginner's guides and all of that stuff as well. And obviously, when the PTS goes live, I will be extensively covering that. We'll be talking about any new gear, new weapons, new brand sets, new exotics, and finally, when we make our way down the home stretch with those final 2 weeks of Golden Bullet, that in my opinion is really going to bring part of the community back. We will see what happens. As always, I sincerely appreciate all of the support you continue to show this channel, and as always, if you have questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, we are currently having a giveaway at the channel for an Xbox Series S. We're giving away 2, and all you need to do to enter is either subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winners will be be announced October 1st of this year. That is going to do it for this news video, my fellow agents. Again, I do not want to waste your time and ramble on and on about stuff that just isn't going on right now. Once I have information, I will always pass it along, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.